Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon HM. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Kramer. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And it's 3 and out.
He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Bird sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set. 180, 180.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, Long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Second and 10.
Hey! Great. Set. 180. Hey, 73. Crowd left Yanni.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man here, Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a second and 10.
Great, set.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set. Hey, let's go. Hey, easy. 63, bad.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCuba. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Kramer. He'll dump this off to HMH. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ja, ich habe den gerade vor 11 Minuten eingehört und bin gerade gekommen und wird das kam jetzt wieder aufs Klo oder so.
The converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 12.
Das hätte auf Klo sein bestimmt.
They'll set up a throw.
Nee, noch nicht. Nee, noch nicht. Wenn ihr mir Sprachnachricht schickt, das habe ich noch nicht abgehört. Ne?
Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously
ja, mit den Rewards und mit den Coins, was du bekommst, macht schon gute Ausbaufähigkeiten, also mit dem Team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Ich habe es einfach mit 9 Siegen geschafft mit so einem Team. Das ist Wahnsinn. Wahnsinn.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Boys.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Out of the gun now on third down.
Ja, was der auch festhält, das ist so krass.
He's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Picking down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Guck mal, was der festhält, Digga, es ist so krass.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 56 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable
Der schmeißt
lead.
nur 50-50 Bälle, das ist so ein Lacker.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they can't find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That second down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Ich hab auch übelst Delay, es leckt so krass rum.
Not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sideline.
Ja, krankes Team, Daniel, krankes Team. Für die kurze Zeit,
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight.
So, wir haben jetzt nochmal neu starten lassen, weil das ging gar nicht klar. Ich habe so Lags gehabt. Ich meinte auch zu ihm, wenn das jetzt nochmal so laggt, dann muss ich da halt eben durch, aber das ist absolut unspielbar gerade gewesen.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As we move to Miami Dolphins, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, go!
Off the bootleg. Kramer. Now a run here off the RPO.
Kann nicht spielen. Ich hab Delay, dann Eagles.
On the first play of the game. Picked up by Andrew Makuba. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Wilson with it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll go to Barkley again. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Easy, 63,
First and 10
back.
at the 13-yard line.
No touch, no touch.
They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey. Great, set. All right, anyway, no touch.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 22-yard attempt.
And that is no
Schießt wieder ein Field Goal. Sag ja,
And
irgendwas
this will
für...
remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Nolan And Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Kramer. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kramer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Rodgers to return it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there.
Digga, wie er den festhält, das ist so krass.
Less patience for them than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's HMH. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Digga, was hat er denn für eine geisteskranke Defense, Digga? Ich komme nicht ins Passgame reingebunden. Das
They'll
ist
return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
unglaublich.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No contact. No contact.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and that is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make the runs we just saw there.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Great. Set. Anyway, yeah. No touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Hey! No touch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
No touch, set. No touch.
They're going to look to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here. This
Normal ist dieses Virus Game oder was?
Elliott good on the extra point.
Ja,
And
irgendwo
Richtig.
einfach
that
heftigere
makes the
Wechselkarte
score
als ich.
7-0. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch.
Was geht bei dir, Justin, Digga? Star Wars oder was?
Ja, aktuell noch.
Maschine.
Vielleicht wirklich faseln, gar keinen Bock drauf. Boah, Marco verpasst ein Baby-Icon erstmal hops zu nehmen zu will lassen, ey. Ich wissen es gerade, Daniel. Krank.
Danke, Benny. Bitte, Benny. Bitte, Danny. Bitte dann.
The back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And two picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones.
Ach, Digga, was macht denn mein Quarterback für eine Pilze?
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Wie kann denn der ankommen? Ich bin doch da! Wie kann man... Der hat so viel Glück, der Typ, das ist absolut geisteskrank.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Den hält er auch fest. Was der alles festhält, das ist so frech.
Another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Fang das Ding noch mal, Mann.
The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Scheiße. Was hat er denn für Spieler, Amna?
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That will complete to Trey Tucker. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins
Looking to throw.
first down.
Kramer. That's caught by Howard. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Dolphins 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Smith catches left side. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
Fang ihn doch mal, Mann!
Bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Digga, ich bin so dicht immer dran, ne? Das ist so krass.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Go Silver, ready?
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
63, 60. No touch. No.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for Eagles touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Aber wenn du machen könntest, Daniel, dieser Doué, Rechtsverteidiger von, wo spielt denn der nochmal genau? Doué, also der Bruder von Doué von Paris. Der ist ein Rechtsverteidiger.
Ich dachte, er ist Frankreich, er passt bei ihm nicht rein.
Ja, trotz der Chemie mit Ligapunkten. Also könnte eigentlich kommen, normalerweise mit seinem Camp. Weil soll eigentlich krass sein, der Typ. Haben viele gesagt. Und das hat ganz günstig auch noch.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Kramer. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Kramer. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And the Dolphins first down.
Up the middle, HMH. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
60 Eagles.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Kramer. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now.
First down, Miami.
Back to the ground, HMH. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Devon HMH. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Ja.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
Was? Nein. Wir den hält. Nee.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And Wilson with it, complete.
So
and
schlecht.
he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle.
Mann, ist das schlecht. Also, dass er den einpatcht, das ist so ein Witz, wirklich.
Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
2nd and 11. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
Als Daniel beim Duell reinkatzt, du musst halt nur einen Dänemark-Manager holen und bei Liga spielt. Also, dann könntest du voll Camp bekommen mit Duell. Der ist Elfenbeinküste, glaube ich. Rechtsträger. Ja, der ist echt schon krass, Digga. Und vor allem günstig. Rakete, Kante und Abdrängen an den Gold. Abfangen Silber, Block Silber, Technik Silber, entscheidender Pass, Shit-Jam Pass und Tiki-Taka und Flanken Silber noch. Also, ohne Slensi. Also, geht ab, Digga.
Mann.
Weil der ist auf jeden Fall besser als der Kafu. Auf jeden Fall. Weil er die bessere Playstyle hat als Kafu, weil Kafu einfach gar kein Playstyle ist. Ist halt nur zu teuer, weil er so selten ist zu ziehen. Alles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kramer. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Kramer. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Pick number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Was du wissen, muss man schon sagen.
Meine Fresse,
Blankenship.
Alter.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him run through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
No touch. 180, 180. No touch.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Fang ihn doch!
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down,
Oh,
they've
ist das
hit
ein
4
Gegner?
of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
180, 180.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And
Ach,
past
du
the
lass
40
es.
before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch
That's
and run. 36 yards. This offense really
Läuft,
looking
ja.
polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Ja!
Held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the
Torwartfehler vom Gegner, 2-1. Läuft der?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This
Hey, wie geht's?
and that could be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
Digga, der Marinenhack,
incompletions.
der Bumse geht uns auf den Sack, ey.
They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
2-2.
Picked
Durch
up
deine
by
Hin- und
the
Hergeschubse.
defensive end. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Weil er denn da ist. Hör
Going
doch.
for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long
Net FC Hurensohn.
after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that
Die
one
8-6
wound up
Münzen fest, Digga, ey. Crazy.
Now
Wie
on
ist auch
third
niemand
down,
aufgefallen, dass wir
they'll
beim Meisterfeuer.
He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
3-2, läuft er. Dreierpack.
Inside the 20 and the 15. The defense shaking their heads.
Kannst du
Not
das erzählen,
aggressive
Digga, 5
enough,
Tore
and
in
they allow
26
them to
Minuten,
convert
Digga.
a third and
38
18.
38 yards on the play. And the Dolphins.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Kramer. That's complete right around the
Hier, 2 gibt's.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run for it with HMH. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Hör auf, die ganze Zeit hinher zu wippen, Digga. Du Scheiße, Digga.
HMH.
Digga, spring doch rein.
Goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? HM is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work.
Boah, er klasse reingeht, Digga.
And finish in the end zone.
Los, Trip Defense, verfickte Scheißspieler.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Und die Forts werden so bevorteilt, Alter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their
Ja,
next drive.
genau. Du hast mal geklebt in der
I'm
verfickten
curious to
Fuß,
see,
Alter,
Charles,
du
about the
Hurensohn.
play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to
So
a touchdown.
schlecht.
Here we are. I mean, very close.
Und
One
dann
score
mit dir.
game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually
Hier, lutsch, lösch das Muschi, Alter, ehrlich.
Hey,
Meine
picked off the
Fresse.
wrestle, what you gonna do about it now? So when you do throw the football,
Meine Fresse.
throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all,
Digga, ist mein 4. Spiel, Digga, ich bin schon Crash-Out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive.
Alter.
They look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Boah, erste Halbzeit 8 Gegentore, hier 8 Tore, Alter.
Throw caught by Smith.
Nee, 8 generell Tore.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
5-3 noch.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Voll schön, wie lange noch.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
Er packt wieder durch, Digga.
Second down, if
Er
they want
packt
to take
wieder durch.
another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Ja,
I think as a
4-5.
running back in this spot, you
Er
have
packt
to
wieder durch.
understand there's not gonna be a whole lot of room to run.
So
And
ein
in this
Hurensohn,
case,
Digga.
ball protection takes precedent
Das ist halt
over trying to make
ja,
something happen.
Du kriegst gleich die WL ab, Digga, wenn so weitergeht, echt. Soll ich den deutschen Spaß mit 7 Siegen geschossen oder was? Nee.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage.
Nee, Mann.
And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
6-4. Kudos.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Komm, pack schon mal durch, Digga. Komm.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing his Hurts.
Richtig.
As he throws there.
Ach ey, der Frau. Mann, ja.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The
Ja,
back
1
helping
Minute
the
15 auf der Uhr. Ich
the
bin
front
3
helping
Punkte
the
weg von
back.
ihm.
The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the
7-4.
sticks.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Ich darf jetzt halt nicht
They'll
reinschalten.
come up. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He'll dump this off to HM. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
All
Wie
defenses
kann er
know that
da
whenever
anfangen?
anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there
Hey.
waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A run
Das
straight
ist erstmal
ahead with
klappt mal
HM.
Kante, ey. Alter, ich glaub's nicht.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there,
8-4
including
Kodos
us in the
über
booth.
Pause. Verpisst, das ist nicht geworden so. Nee, er macht weiter. Er macht weiter. Er tut Pause und macht weiter. Gut, dann muss ich ihn für die reinpassen. Ja? Gut.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Ja, wie letzte Woche, oder?
Nein, er pickt das!
Their comeback plans. It is
Er pickt ihn, ist das frech?
And the Eagles have just
Fühle.
about sewn up this
Das
football
gibt
game.
es nicht.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game
Ja.
like this, 5
War aber
interceptions,
50-50
what
dann.
does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day because this could be lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now look out! Saquon Barkley. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Dolphins
Ey,
will
das
take their
so
second
krass.
timeout. And
Dass
they'll be
dieser Mann noch
disappointed to
irgendwie
have
in
to
der Carry.
blow one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, we all just got a
9-4 läuft er.
close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there.
Ach, bleibt der stehen, Digga. Geht doch raus, Digga. Danke. Hat schön seine Konsole ausgemacht. Schön seine Konsole ausgemacht, der Wichser. Ehrlich. So. War kein Absatz, okay.
Na dann, hey.
Ach, da wollte ich passen.
Mhm. Musst du noch beantragen bei Freeland, ne? Hast reinschreiben, Freeland, da kommt man das im Urlaub oder so. Dann
Also läuft ja.
mit 3 Punkten Unterschied, das macht mir richtig sauer.